daughters that women are obsessed with their feet. But for millions of women, their feet can be a major source of embarrassment. Why? Because of foot odor. When your feet smell, you're not happy. So today, I'm showing you the simple steps to keep your feet smelling fresh all day long. Let's start with Jenny. She's a stay-at-home mom whose family will not let her take her shoes off because the odor is so bad. All right, Jenny, how long have you had smelly feet?
Oh, I don't know. Probably since before I had memories.
Can I smell them?
Sure.
All right, let's see.
This is the good season. Summer, you get more air.
Yeah, you got a little bit of an odor there. All right. So I'll tell you what. If you can soak them in this little bath that I prepared,
Sure.
I'll explain what it is, why you do that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to talk a little bit about sweat, feet, and everything else.
All right.
Okay, so get comfortable in there. I'll bring this closer. You okay with that?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Now, let me give you a little bit of an insight about why feet smell. It's called the 3 S's. Sweat, socks, and shoes. You get all 3 of them together, you get bacteria. That's what it comes down to. Remember, you've got 250,000, that's 250,000 sweat glands on your feet. Take a look at this image. That's what the foot looks like. You notice the swirls on the top? This is what the areas of your body, your palms, your feet, the bottoms of your feet, that have no hair on them look like. So you have those swirling patterns up top, a much thicker dermis. This little distance up here is the dermis. And underneath there, way deep below that, are the sweat glands, these little spirally things that give rise to little fluid tubes that go to the surface. So, when the sweat empties out into the surface, it doesn't smell, it's clean. But it mixes with bacteria. And those bacteria mixes create stinky, sulfurous byproducts. Because sometimes foods will actually intensify the odor. So Jenny, I don't know if you like any of these foods, but coffee beans in coffee, certain spices, beer, onions, interestingly asparagus and some beans, black beans, will actually cause odors. So, what are you going to do about it? One little trick is what you're doing now. So what I did was I took some tea bags, boiled them in water, cooled them down, and then you soak your feet in them for about half an hour, and you can do this every day for about a week. Now, after that, you use it as you need to, but the tea bags actually have tannin in them, which are important because they kill the bacteria, but they also shrink the pores a little bit, and they make the sweat glands much less active. So it's a very effective way of making your feet smell less by getting the 2 problems that cause it.
Okay.
Now, my next guest, Kristen, says she's often embarrassed by her smelly feet at her doctor's office. Kristen, come on up and join me. There you go. Come have a seat. Now, have you ever thought about deodorant on your feet?
No, why didn't I ever think of that?
Well, actually, crazy. By the way, if you're going to do it, use the roll-on types. Let me have it on your feet. We'll see. You feel like Cinderella here?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's perfectly presented feet. Now, when you do this, we have more of that. You have more of that bath. All right. So you take the deodorant, and of course, these are antiperspirants. They're not deodorants. They're antiperspirants.
Okay.
And what they have in them is some type of aluminum product always, and you just roll it on there and put it in the areas where your feet sweat, and that will prevent them from sweating. If you don't like using these, there are also these medicated pads that you can use. So these are simple, easy moisture control pads that also have that same aluminum product in it, but a different form of it. That's easy to rub onto the foot, and by doing that, you can control the amount that you're sweating. Make sense?
A lot of sense. Yeah.
You want to take it home with you?
Yeah, please.
Here you go. Thanks to my guest. We'll be right back.